So I had this plan, and things were going quite well. Not as well as I had anticipated. Like, I really decided to get down to work and do something that usually I don't do, and which is what I think is wrong with the whole entire world. But I am realizing if the whole world is wrong, then it's probably you. And in many cases, it's true, and in many cases, it's not. I'm also learning a lot about this brain that I have. I don't want to blame anything. I don't want to have excuses for the way that I can't function, but my brain doesn't function the same way it does. I mean, there are bonuses, there are benefits to the way that I work compared to the rest of the world. But there are also many disadvantages because I have to live in this world where everybody else's brain works differently from mine. Like I have severe ADHD. It's like I can't even have a conversation. So, oh no, what's going on with the computer? Oh no, it's lagging already. I should have restarted first before I started this video. I don't know. I don't know if this is even going to work. Who knows? Let's get a video out. I'm going to try not to make this too long. I don't know why the lighting is looking like it is. I'm making my bed. It's fall. We're resetting. Okay, so what I want to talk about here is the fact that I'm not made for making YouTube. I'm discovering all of this stuff because to make a video, you have to be interesting and coherent and not something. Oh, I don't know what's happening with the video. I'm hoping it's going to work out. Those are things that I don't possess. I mean, I know that I have a fine vocabulary, an okay vocabulary, and that I'm not like a moron. I mean, in some ways, obviously I am. Okay, but look around. Look, this is why. So what I'm trying to do here, if you're new to this experience, is I have so much stuff. I don't have a job. I have to sell all of my things anyway because I have no place to go, nothing to do, no way of, because of the society that we live in right now. I have no options. I have no family. There's nothing for me. There's no way out than to be homeless. But I have a lot of possessions that are worth money, and it's so hard. Like yesterday, my plan was to list 10 things each day for $50. I think I see a spider web. Oh no, it's just a crack in the wall. I would sell 10 items a day for $50, which is totally possible because I can sell these really expensive things for $50. It is possible, but the thing is, for yesterday, I managed to list one thing. The whole day. It took me that long. I mean, I did other things like prepared stuff, and it's a lot easier than it used to be the way that I am doing things now because I'm getting things into boxes, and that was like finding boxes. So this is where we're going all over the place. Let me just break it down to before I get into any. It's just it doesn't work. Like, I mean, I did do a lot of stuff yesterday, and there was a lot of prep for listing other things and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I only got one item put up on eBay. And okay, so I'm making my bed. It's the day. It's Sunday, and everyone in the community has gone to church. So I can have my windows open. It's quiet in the house. It is. Praise the Lord. It's the best. It's my favorite day. I say that this is the day that I am going to make videos because, and then I'm like, I am prepared. I get up, but then it's just, it's so funny. I just want to clean. Like, it is my day to, like, it's so much easier to do laundry and there's no like noise pollution or actual chemical pollution. What I do know is that I do know a few things. This is what I've discovered over the last month. It's only been a month that I've tried to work my plan, a month or two. I'm not sure. It was supposed to be done. Like, it totally would have been done, and I would have been on my way to just, it would be just bliss. But okay, where do we go? Where do we go from here? Okay, so it has been a giant. It has been a giant success. I can say that I have sold a lot more things. Like, I stopped making videos and concentrated to do the work. Now, I've been miserable because I'm having less fun, but I'm not really. I do notice that I am, at the end of the day. Most of the time I don't even have time to list things because there's new grass put in around the pool to stop mud going in from the pool, but I have to make sure that the grass doesn't have any leaves on it. Now, the leaves I have learned throughout the years, like, the leaves have been, there's so many trees around here, and there's only this small window where the city comes and they vacuum up the leaves and stuff. So I really do have to concentrate on getting the leaves to the street, and there's so many and they just keep falling and falling, but I don't have time to do that because I have to keep them out of the pool. But I do know that if I close the pool early and I put a cover on it, all of those leaves are going to go on top of the cover, and then in the spring it's going to be an even harder nightmare. So I do like to keep the pool uncovered and the water, so it's so much easier to get the leaves and clean the pool, even though it's also been quite warm. Maybe November. It's November now, and we're gonna have some more 20 degrees Celsius. That's like, what is that? It's like your 72, 73, 74 is what's happening, and that's maybe 70s to 80s is where we're going. So I might even jump into the pool a little bit. I don't have to spend as much money on chlorine because it's colder. That part is good. So I'm not wasting money there, but I am wasting a lot of time. Okay, so back to the grass. So there's new sod put down, so I have to make sure that I water the grass every day. And that takes up it's hours every day of yard work. So then, and then I try to like organize and get things, and it was really, really working, and there was a lot of things, but I'm putting these things in boxes, and then again, let's get back to the ADHD. I can't function when I'm claustrophobic and there's so many things. Like, there's this giant pile of boxes here. Now I managed to just take some of them, there's many more in the closet that would get them out of the way. I'm gonna try today to find a spot in the other room, in the toy room. Like, there's good and bad stuff about this, is that the toy room is there's not even a dent taken out. So that means that there's no place, like, I thought that I could get lots of stuff, sell, and then there'd be more space in the room where the toys are. But I haven't even made a dent in selling the toys. So I really have to, the thing is, it's hard to get to you'd climb over other toys to get to the other toys, and to find the toys, that's what takes up most of the time, is finding what toys are worth the most money. And I've tried just like grab the closest box, take it, deal with it. But there are different levels of toys. Like, maybe I have to sell some in a yard sale after all of the expensive toys are found, put on eBay, or the coveted toys, the toys that are wanted, the stuff that's wanted and that can actually make a lot of money. And a lot of it does make a lot of money, but I have to weed through the stuff, and I can't waste my time on selling the stuff that's not worth anything, even though that probably is the easiest way would be to throw everything, cram it into the room, and then just grab one box at a time and deal with it, and like actually throw it out or donate it. I mean, when I say throw it, I mean donate it. I guess I can't focus on a yard sale, or I have to like somehow like clear out a space in the basement, like which is a whole other thing. And then that's what happens, is where I need to like I can do something, but if I go down into the basement and I try to clear out a spot, but that's gonna start having, there's gonna be other things that I'm gonna have to deal with, and then I'm gonna have to like vacuum and clean that up, and then I'll have to like clean up my vacuum, and then I'll have to, there's all of these and all of these must-have do things. Again, they're kind of this ADHD thing that I have these rules that I have to do, and I have to make sure it's done perfectly before I can move on. But there's a lot of like wisdom and logic and life experience that is going behind this. Like like the way it takes me way too long to make my bed. Life experience would definitely tell me that you should get a duvet, and that means you just have your sheet and your duvet, and it makes it like when you're dealing with quilts, it makes it really hard to make. Like I pile 3 quilts on top of my bed, opposed to it takes a long time for me to make my bed, which I've made videos about me making my bed. We're making a video today about me making my bed, but I do know what needs to be done. I'm taking today, and that's what I did on Halloween. I kind of celebrated. Now it's like 2 days after Halloween, and I'm still celebrating. Like that my gift to myself on Halloween. Like, it's a holiday. Let's do something nice. Let's finally take a break. And it was, I think I let myself make a video for YouTube, which I suck. I already talked about how much I suck at making videos, and I let myself do a good clean. I sorted the stuff out a lot better, and there's so much more to do. But the things I know are, I cannot function. I can't be claustrophobic and function. And I know that things will get better. The more I do, the better it gets. And the less that's here, the easier it'll be. The more toys I have out of the way, the easier it will be to, like, it's easier to sell. It's easier to sell the boxed toys than the ones that are individual in my bins, because the ones that are in my bins, I have to go through and separate like the accessories and the stuff, and I have to do the research and see which accessory goes with which action figure, because I have them all in one bin together. So then I have to separate those things, and then I have to research which one is worth more money. It is definitely easier to look at the ones that are in the box and do that. So I kind of do have realized that that's the best way to go. And then I keep going back to what's better to sell as a listed item. Why is that other computer making that noise? Or an auction, and sometimes the auction is better depending on it's I am learning the rules and to the best ways of selling on eBay. And getting boxes is probably the hardest. I don't know what I do. Something else that I've considered is, I know that there are people who could just they could just sit down at the computer and just enter the stuff in and pump it out and do it so much quickly. It takes me so long. And again, that's how my brain works. And it's not like I'm telling myself this. And it's not like I'm getting distracted. You would think I would by this. But it's not, I'm not on my phone and like, oh, I need to check like Instagram and flip through it and stuff. The only time I really look at Instagram or anything like that is if somebody sends me like there's only like one or two people that I talk to on Messenger, and actually Messenger doesn't even work in the browser anymore, so it is rare that I look at it. But then I'll look at like the cute little video, but then I'll flip through a little bit. But I'm like disgusted, but I don't get that obsessed with that where people are scrolling for 2 hours and stuff. I mean, I have done it. I've laid in bed and scrolled through and looked at the cute videos before, but most of the time I'm like, this is like a waste of my time. So that's not my biggest addiction. What is my biggest addiction? Probably shopping. But I hate shopping. I hate the time when I go. Sometimes I have to go to the store and I have to look for something, and I hate it every time I'm there. I just want to go home and sell stuff and get rid of stuff. So that's a really great mindset that I have going on right now. But I mean, I have bought stuff that I wanted, and I think I'm gonna talk about that in the next video that maybe I'll make today. I had so much to tell you that I really wanted to tell you, and maybe I got it all out. We are changing the pillowcases for the fall. This is going quite well. It's really important to me that these are hanging exactly the same on both sides, like the same length on the bed. It does take me a long time to make my bed. Definitely it's taking me longer right now. Okay, so while I'm doing stuff like this, I do like to put on a podcast, and it's my social interaction, or put on like while I'm cleaning, I like to put on things that I don't have to look at, like podcasts and stuff, or listen even to the radio. Hits of yesterday and today are what I like to listen to the most. And I do like to listen to the radio. I don't even mind the commercials. In fact, I probably like the commercials because I know that other people don't like them. So, I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so and then when I am preparing dinner, which I only make one meal a day, I don't know what I would do. I don't know how people do this. Like, the thing is, I enjoy doing all these things. I mean, I should have been somebody's housewife because that's what I like to do. But it's a full-time job just to make one meal a day and clean things up. I know that when the space is more opened up, it's so much easier to clean. It's a nightmare for me to get around, smashing my legs on the corners of chairs. I'm always bleeding because I keep cutting myself because there's like no space to move, and I got all these sharp corners and stuff. But okay, somewhere where I do know that I do make a mistake, but in many ways, I mean, I don't think anything I've done is a mistake. Like there's definitely no regrets when, like, I am living for, as miserable as these last month and a half or the last 2 months have been. They have been the worst couple of months of my life, probably, because I'm just trying to work, and I'm so claustrophobic, and it's so hard, and there's so much to do, and there's so much to get done. And I haven't been able to do anything that I like to do, that I'm not even good at, making YouTube videos and playing with my toys. I mean, to some extent, I do end up playing with my toys. I end up sorting the ones that I like the most into little boxes, and like kind of preparing them to, like, for, I don't know, to rent a storage area. And that's one of the worst things, is that I know that I have to upkeep YouTube, and I see the monetization dwindling because I'm not on there, and I see when I post a new video, less and less people see it because I haven't been on here. But the bottom line is, I can make way more money in an hour selling toys than I can making a video. So there we go. Yeah, that's the answer. So I do know all the answers. I do know what I have to do. I do know that it's really difficult for me. I think I started to say that I even questioned, maybe I probably could hire somebody. I know people are really good at this. I probably, just in the same way that I have lost so much money by drawing it out and not doing it quicker, like by the interest that I have to pay on my credit card by not paying that off. And it would be so easy for me to I could clear off my credit card in a month if I could just sit down and do it. So yeah, but then the jobs and stuff that I had in the past, I do know that like I would get like retail jobs and stuff, and they would make me a manager instantly. And I know that I did struggle at I would struggle at remembering codes to put into this. Like if I was a cashier, I would struggle at remembering what code to put in. And there would be other people who I knew they could memorize every single code, put it in, and I'd be like, I don't know. But the thing is I knew what needed to get done, and I always know what needs to get done, and I always know the best way to get it done. Those, I can definitely say those are my talents. However, I'm not good at doing the work. I'm good at doing the labor. I'm good at doing I'm good at doing one thing at a time, basically. And I'm good at seeing. I'm good at assessing I'm not good at learning languages. I'm not good at playing musical instruments. I'm not good at there are a lot of things that I'm not good at doing. But there's a lot. Why am I talking about this? There's a reason. I hate hearing myself I hate hearing myself brag. I hate hearing myself say that I can't do things. But the bottom line is, people, there's this stigma that says that anybody can do anything, and but some things are really hard. It is, you're not, no, I don't think anyone can understand what it's like for me to sit down and try to even write I can't even write it. It takes me, this is something that I wanted to tell you. It takes me a half hour just to write an email back to somebody who writes me. Half hours, and that's like a one sentence response. That's like a quick response. Even answering the comments here is it's so time consuming. There's so much effort in writing something or conveying a thought properly. You can hear me right now as I'm speaking. It's painful. It's a constant struggle of getting what I mean out. and it does remind me of the time where I used to where I used to edit my videos more, and I had to like all of the information was there, and I could actually like cut out the pieces and stick them together. That in itself would take so long. I am grateful like for this poverty that I'm in, and the fact that I have this shit computer, and that I can't, it doesn't even you can't edit on it because it doesn't have the power to edit. But it did allow me to be even more authentic, and even like that, like I would have never been able to allow myself to be portrayed this way, but this is how I am. And I know that there are people who haven't seen anything. Like, I know there are people that I've encountered in the world, and the way that they look at me when I talk, and sometimes, I mean, I've even worked with people and they were like, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't I they This one girl I remember working with, she says, I don't know what's happening right now, when I was like trying to say something to the group, because she had never seen anyone who, like, there's no one whose brain, well, I'm sure that there are. The best part about the internet, like, it must be, I must have this like worst case scenario, this worst possible ADHD ever. Like, there's just, it's one of the reasons why I've decided, one of the, why I don't necessarily decide, it's one of the reasons why I don't have kids. I didn't want to have kids because I was afraid for them. Like, I wouldn't want, it's so difficult for me to get through life. I wouldn't want anyone else to have to deal with this. There was a lot of other things in there that I wanted to get through. I wonder if how long I've been speaking for. Not long enough. My nose is running. I'm not. I'm not making my bed to the best of the ability that I want to. This reminds me how long I've been doing this. Like, I can remember at least 3 years of me putting these pillowcases on my pillow. I feel good about how I chose the best two. I had to buy a few sets of these from the dollar store. These pillowcases from the dollar store, but I do love these every year, and we're celebrating Christmas. I don't like how these lines are going to be in there. I think they're going to go away soon. Maybe I should probably wash them first. They were washed before I put them away for the year. But we are putting a little pop of color. Well, there's always that wall pop of color in there. But, oh yeah, and I have to get the new drop cloth out because I won't have time to do all of the loads. Oh yeah, I can do like one thing at a time, one thing a day, and laundry seems to be the one thing that I can do today, because it's just, as soon as you get that done, then you have to, as soon as you get one load is washed, then you have to get it in the dryer, and then that stuff dries, and then you have to fold that stuff, and then while that stuff is drying, then it's time to fold the other things. And then hopefully that's animals outside and not people. You can hear it rustling around in the, what is this? There's a stain. There's a stain on here. What is up with that? I guess it's okay. I don't even mind stains. I feel like I'm a pioneer, but I guess that's also what happens when you have light linens. Actually, these are pretty rudimentary anyway. I like the line down the center because it does help me. It helps me so much more easily to get things centered on the bed. This never looks that good on the bed, I have to admit. I would buy something that I like more, but I just like the color of the unbleached natural cotton. And I think I am just gonna leave it back. I'm gonna leave it over the footboard, the foot of the bed like this, because maybe I'll find some time to take some pictures of the toys that I'm selling and use that as a backdrop. So let's get the big pillows. Why? Another thing that takes me so long is I have all of my pillows, but I store stuff in here, so it's not even like I don't even use pillows. I don't even want to use pillows, and the fact that I really am such a minimalist. I love these pillowcases. I think I talk about that every time. I mean, they are kind of Halloween-y. They're just kind of, I mean, they're not this olden days, but they are very industrial and so weird blocked out there. They're just friggin' bizarre. I got them at the dollar store, and I have never seen a print that I'm always looking at different prints and maybe even considered like grandma flowers or something that looks like it's from a pioneer home, because that's what I like. But nothing has topped those, and for the most of the year, those are what are on the bed. But for the next 2 months, we are celebrating Christmas, and I guess I'm also I thought I'd be out of here by this Christmas, and I'm not. So I have to carefully decide which is the best top of the pillow. This is the best top of the pillow. That has to go onto the front. So I turn this inside out. Got to turn it inside out. Oh yeah, so I am gonna bring up my pine cones. I don't think I'm gonna be doing advent calendars for both my toy channel and this channel. There just isn't time for me to make videos. I might not make any videos. I really want to do what you're supposed to do. Okay, I did start to talk about this. I don't know how that happens. I ended up putting it on the wrong way. When you're doing things inside out to right side in. The world was set up for us to work until we're 65, and why I thought that I was above that and those rules didn't apply to me, I know why. It's the whole brain thing. It really is. It is the reason why I didn't, because I couldn't function. Like going to school was, I managed to graduate from school. I managed to go to college for, you know what? I didn't even manage to go. I went to college, but I was like, I figured out how to do it, how to get through it without doing what you were supposed to do. Like, I didn't study or anything. It was impossible for me to do it. But I did figure out some hacks for me to be able to learn enough of the material and comprehend what was being taught to me enough to get out of it. And I was lucky enough to do a year of college, but I also managed to knew that I couldn't do it, and I managed to graduate early from college, basically, by getting a job in my field. So it was just like I knew I had to do what I had to do to get the fuck out of there and not have to deal with it anymore, because it just didn't work that way. So I think I did a tutorial on how to make a normal pillowcase into a square pillow on this channel somewhere. By just making a little origami square spark and joy Christmas time. There we go. Yeah. So yeah. School was a friggin' nightmare in every possible way for me. And as soon as I could figure out a way not to. Now here's the thing. I don't know if I mentioned this already in this video, but the world is at a point now where, shoe salesmen, like this is, you used to see all kinds of movies and stuff where the dad was a shoe salesman and he supported his wife and his 2.5 kids, and he would come home do the end of the day, and she'd have the dinner on the table and everything, and it would be great. And we aren't in that place anymore, and I don't know what's happening in the rest of the world, but even in the smaller parts of Canada, I know the amount of money you get for any piece of house. I think it is. I heard people from like Northern European talking in videos about the housing situation there, and they have people who it's unfathomable just to not live in a duplex. Like there's just, I know that the population in Europe is extremely high for the amount of land that they have, because that's where civilization, like, this is where the let's not get into politics right now and civilization, and let's not get into that right now. We save that for another video. Anyway, I know that the housing crisis and like the cost of living is a huge problem everywhere. I can't do it. I can't. That's the biggest thing that I've discovered over the last couple of years, and especially in the last couple of months, is that there is no way, and I have no place, and I can't. The only option, because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I couldn't do what I was supposed to do. You're not supposed to say you can't, but I did what I could, and I got by, and I was happy getting by. And I made myself as happy as I possibly could while getting by. But because I didn't put in the work, I'm screwed. And but I do see how awesome, I know how awesome it could be. And I'm like, I mean, even seeing all of these things, the fact that I have these pillows and stuff, I don't need a pillow. I'm happy lying on the sand, sleeping on the sand so that's what's going to have to happen. And I keep thinking about what I'm going to eat. I hope I don't eat badly. I'll have plenty of time. I have plenty of time to make videos. Plenty of time without having any worry. Ideally, yes, I want to live in it doesn't even have to be ideally, I'd want to live in a mansion. I want to be able to. I'd have no friends to visit me. I wanted to have a guest room set up for people to visit me and for family and friends. That's I don't have any. I don't have any of that, so that's pointless. I could have toys, though. The toys are my friend. The TV is my friend, and I'm doing that. You're not supposed to be doing fine, and you're supposed to be I do get angry sometimes. That is supposed to be a sign of depression. It's more like I get frustrated that I'm not in control of my environment. The funny thing is that's the whole thing, is I can be homeless and be in control of my environment, or I can like have to like be 50 years old, be 60 years old and have roommates. There's no way. I can't do that. Oh yeah, I was thinking about what I'm going to eat. I guess I'm going to work out a lot, like do calisthenics on the beach and eat bread. Like discount bread is what I feel. I don't know. I don't know how much money I'll make with YouTube. I'm assuming I'll make like the $300 I need to pay for a storage locker for the what if. Like the fact that I am hanging on to a what if, like there are, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But as far as I know, there are things that I've collected throughout the years that mean so much to me, and I want them to be a part of. I want them to be a part of my future. And I know that I can't be. I know that I can't be homeless forever. And maybe things will change. And like YouTube never worked out for me because I'm not good at it. I noticed that. Look how much better it's getting once I get into the. I guess that's what editing really is about. Warm myself up to talk and calm myself down. I don't want to calm myself down too much though. Calm videos don't do well. Negative things do well, or it's either hyper help you out videos, or hyper super mean negative criticizing videos. That's what society's about. But I think both ends of those spectrums are so, like, I mean, I do watch those videos where I listen to those videos, the critical ones, and I do listen to the self-help ones, and right now I'm just disgusted at both of them. And if I probably spent less time, I'm doing stuff the whole time. I'm not being very productive right now because I'm making this video. What is that noise? Just a fat squirrel making all kinds of noise. Anyway, the day is escaping me today because I did have to clean the leaves out of the pool just when those are dirty. This is clean. This one's dirty. New pillows. Yeah, I did laundry today. Like I think this is it. I think like I'm already burnt out. I have to clean the massive amounts of leaves out of the pool every day. I have to be on top of that. I have to make sure that they're all off that part of the lawn so that the water, when I water the lawn every day, I have to focus on that part of the leaves, even though there are so many other leaves around the other parts of the yard. I'm just hoping that by the time the middle of November comes around, is that all of the leaves have fallen off the trees, so that I can just focus on things not keep falling into the pool, and I can focus on just watering the lawn until it's snowing and it's too late to save the lawn from it's not taking root. Animals keep digging it up, which is really it's making my life really difficult. And the whole time is like, I don't know what the people who own this house, which I owe so much to, emotionally, financially, and I don't know what they would prefer I do. I don't know if they would prefer, because I think they would prefer I do both. But that's what this video was about. I have limitations, and I don't know. That's some of the videos that I do listen to, like especially the ones with the ADHD, is that you're not lazy, and they say all this stuff, but I'm not I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not functioning in society. Like, I guess this is why people take medication. And I did want to do a whole video on talking about this, but and I think I did mention this many times before, but when did we decide that the easy way out was the like we all grow up learning it's instilled in us that the easy way out is not the answer, yet there are so many times that in this world where here, take a pill so that it'll be easier for you. I would have, but I do times like this when I just want to get through, when I just like I know that it's attainable, and I know it's so easy, and I know that somebody else could do this so much easier, more easily and quickly, more quickly than I could ever. But I can't. But I'm saying I can't. You're not allowed to say you can't. But I try. I try so hard. I try so hard that it hurts. I don't know where to tell you it hurts. It hurts somewhere. Like it's both here and here. But it's like this un. I don't know. Like all I can do, yeah. And then it's the stress of like, there's this like, I am so okay. So, I am so grateful that I do live my life the way I do, because there's no like the fact it is really stressful, but I guess this is the closest thing that I would have to one of those. Also. To a am I able to I should have a pad of paper to write this down, like a what are those anxiety a panic attack. I know why people have panic attacks. It's because of how much brainwashing that they've had, where you have to be the best, you have to do good, you have to succeed, you have to make money. I know that that's instilled in everybody. I'm so glad that I don't have that instilled in me. I know that I'm good enough, but the closest thing that I do have is that I need to get out of the situation, and I can see it, and I can do it, but the speed at which I can do it, I'm physically. Is it physically? It's both. See, it's both physical, like my actual heart, and mentally, it feels like it's not possible. Like I work so hard. Like I've worked so hard my whole entire life. I don't know. There's because I make everything a game. I don't really consider but I work from the time that I wake up to the time that I go to sleep. Now I do make everything a game, and it takes me so much longer than anybody else to do everything. But that is how I've gotten. This is why I've survived. This is why I'm still alive. Is because I was able to figure out what to do. And I do know that's one of the techniques that people talk about with your ADHD brain. Like, doesn't everyone have it? It's not that you can listen to me speak. Like, you've listened to me go all over the place. There's no one. I've never encountered anyone like this. I'm not taking medication, though. So let's just... All right, people are going to come home. I'm going to start feeling all self-conscious. I'm going to have to whisper why I care what other people think. I don't know. That's another topic and another video. We'll probably save that topic for when I finally start talking about my wardrobe again. But we did make we did make the pioneer bed with all of that. See, here's a good angle. This is what we like to see. with just the see this is how I want to live. See, I mean, I can live that way. I want to live in this small stone, a small castle, just a tiny castle with maybe like one or two extra bedrooms for doing things in, or like even having a space for one day if I did have friends. I do have friends, like, so I mean, yeah. So it is, believe it or not. Yeah. Okay, I have to. So this is what we're gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna make another video. It would be a good. I've been collecting these boxes from the grocery store because they're nice and sturdy. So every time I go to the grocery store, I grab one of these and I bring my groceries home because it's this really sturdy box, and they're better than these boxes. So I think some of these are empty. These are I think a lot of these are empty, so I want to change the stuff that's in here and go through it and actually see what am I supposed to be. Those are the toy videos that I wanted to do. Those are the toys that I want to keep. There's so many other toys that I want to keep too. I can't keep everything. I don't know what is going on with the lighting, but it's probably best that you can't see me. I hate my beard. I hate that it's so gray and it looks bad. I guess that's another video we can talk about on that. I have bought some stuff that I want to show you. That's another video. Maybe I'll record it today. Maybe today will be the video of the day of videos, but I got to get that out of here. So those are things that are listed and boxed. That's a lot better than how I usually do it, because I usually have to list things and then I usually have to list. I just list the things and guess what the box, guess what the weight, and find the box after it sells, which has its benefits. But this actually finding the right box is one of the hardest parts of selling stuff on eBay, and you have to pay so much. The shipping difference is so, especially when I'm in the States, there's only like 2 shipping prices that I get for shipping to the States, which is great. But every centimeter changes the price of shipping to a place in Canada. I don't know what's going on with that. It's insane. So having the box ready and finding the smallest box possible, yet big enough to add padding and make people happy, and then sometimes I get like the box gets destroyed and then I lose all of the money that way. That really sucks, because I lose everything because the shipping costs. They get refunded their shipping. If they have to send it back, I have to pay for the shipping, and then there goes the price. That is why I don't like to sell anything over $50. I add an extra $5 to it to make it even more worth my while, or to pay the fees, but the fees are more than that. So I don't know how much. Maybe I make, if I sell something for $55, maybe I make $40 from it. I don't even think about it. I'm just trying. I try not to sell anything under $55. If it doesn't sell for $55, I save it for the flea market or throw it out, or at some point maybe sell the most expensive stuff first. That's what I'm trying to do, but it's really difficult because I have to wade through all of the junk, and the more I get rid of, the easier it gets. And also, because of this claustrophobic ADHD mind thing, that I can't function if I'm claustrophobic, because I have to just clean. What kind of person? It makes me so happy to clean. I know I've mentioned this a million times, but I'm you don't know how grateful I am for that. How I love like sorting and cleaning, and that's what I want my day to be filled with, and it's possible. And that's the weirdest part out of all of this. I'll be able to clean. I don't get to vacuum because I can't vacuum. I want to vacuum, and I would vacuum more if I could, but because there's so much stuff around, and it's like I gotta move. let me just move those chairs over there. So I think I've solved some problems. I'm going to get out look at all those empty bins too. That's incredible. Like, I'm emptying stuff. Some of the stuff is empty. We're selling some of that stuff. It's disappointing. Like, the last couple of weeks have been really bad because I don't think like one or two things sold, and like I've been like my plan was to sell 50. But what's 10 times? What's 10 times 10? 10 times 300 thing. 10 times 10 times 30. My plan was to sell 300 things a month, and then everything would be great. But I guess I bit off more than I can chew. And oh yeah, and the leaves and the grass have been. That's kind of what added to the thing, is that I had to do extra yard work. So there's the pool and the grass and the leaves, and it's too much, and even that's not getting done. And then by the time it's time to eat my one meal, which I started to say this, that's when it does all close down. And then I don't know, I have to, I don't know, I peel the potatoes and put them in the halogen cooker, and by the time they're baked, and I eat them, and I'm doing that while like watching something or listening to something, and then it's all of a sudden it's 8 o'clock, and then all of a sudden it's 10 o'clock, and what's happened? I don't. Well, cleaning up, and where does all that time go? I don't know. Yeah, obviously I'm a bad time management person, but also I know that I'm surviving. I'm like, it's, yeah. It does, yeah. I do know, yeah. 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 I do know that it's possible. I don't know if it's possible, and that I know that, yeah. You know what? I'm really. The thing is, I don't know how to hire somebody, but that probably would save me more money. Like, I'll probably run out of time before I sell everything. But if I get to the point where it's just gonna be extra. It's just gonna be once I get, once I'm not paying interest off of my credit card every month, and that just means it's just gonna be extra money. Like, it's just gonna, like, and I have no expenses. I just have more money and more money. I can see myself making like $1,000 a week that I can give. Enough. Wasting a lot of time here. I mean, not really wasting a lot of time here, because I don't make these videos anymore. So thanks for watching. That's what's going on. I'm super frustrated. I do see it's not going as planned. It's not going as fast as I want. I do see it being possible. Talking it out here has helped a lot. Let me tell you, I guess I'll finish right now with the plan. It's gonna make it. I mean, the closet is filled with the boxes of stuff that have to be listed, and those are stuff that's kind of the stuff that's half done. But some of the other boxes over there, the big boxes, have the stuff that I've already entered into the system, and they're in their box and they're ready to ship. Well, they need added paper protection and stuff. But yes, I have the items inside the boxes that they're shipping in. That is really good. For a lot of items, I still have room to list without being paid. That was also another one of my goals. I wasn't allowed to make a video until I had all 250 items on, but I mean, things keep selling, which is great, but I do have to get at least my allotted amount where I don't have to pay extra to list anything more up there, selling them. My laundry's probably done now, so I better do that quickly so I finish up that, and then we can get the next load in. I can at least do 3 loads of laundry today. I don't know why my washing machine takes 2 hours to do a load, but it does. It doesn't even seem like it cleans the clothes very well. The fact that I can also see a future where I don't even need a washing machine. I only wore 3 pairs of shorts this summer, and that's only because of I didn't have the right pair of shorts. I could have bought the 1 pair of shorts, and I would have only worn 1 pair of shorts. Like, I'd probably get 2. I only need 2 pairs. 2 pairs. One can be I can be washing one hand even by hand, while the other one I'm wearing. I only need, yeah. I was going to tell you my plan. Oh yeah, I guess I'm not going to make the video. I don't know, maybe I'll make another video like this where I'm sorting through the toys that are, yeah, maybe I'll do that on the toy channel. I don't know. At least I'm going to have to close my windows and be quieter because now it's late and there's going to be all this noise and smoke and incense and food cooking and all this fucking stinky shit that I can't deal with and I don't want to deal with, and I know what I like and I know what I want and I know what I don't want, and sleeping on the sand on a beach seems so much more pleasant, and having nothing, or having toys in a storage locker in Toronto, Canada, seems so much easier, better than the life that I'm living right now. Even yeah. Where I don't have anybody else's worries. I don't have anybody else's burden. I'm not being a burden on anybody else, and there's no other. I can't get a job that allows me to live by myself. So that's why that's happening. Let's get this stuff out of here so I don't have this anxiety. Let's just pile the shit in there. Who cares if it's like just stacked to the ceiling? I can grab just 1 box, and maybe the yard sale. No. Yeah, it's the balance. If I just need to make more space. I just need to dig through some stuff. I don't know. Maybe before I slam that stuff and I have to figure out what the expensive stuff is. I don't know. Maybe I have to sit down maybe I have to sit down because of the way maybe I have to sit down for a week and try to, like, I can't remember everything I have, and do the research on what's worth the most and what's selling the best and that doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. I've got to just grab 1 box at a time. It really is the option. I think, yeah, I guess I need more boxes to put the stuff in. It's like you're not supposed to sort. You're supposed to, this is the minimalist rule, is that you deal with one thing at a time and then you don't go back. You have to decide in that moment. It doesn't work for my tier where I can eventually sell everything, which is very, very important, because I would love to donate all of my toys to some children, make children happy. First of all, children don't want toys. They don't like toys. Secondly, I'm a homeless person. I need to make as much money as possible. I need this money. I'm the needy child. I'm the needy person. I'm the mental person that can't function in society, that needs as much help as possible. But I can take care of myself, and I always have taken care of myself. So, and I know what's important to myself. And we know we have to free up some space. I'll just keep keep doing what I'm doing. More space will open up. It's gonna get keep telling myself that it's going to get easier. It's just going to get easier. The more I do, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. And then I'm going to find something. When I'm doing it, I'm going to pull out something and it's be like, holy fuck, holy shit, this is worth fucking $700. And that happens all the time. Like, I am discovering these things. Okay, I love you. Thanks for, sorry for the weird ass lighting, the horrible, most authentic YouTuber in the world's video where it's like the worst camera possible. Hopefully the sound is okay. Yeah, the laundry. Okay, I love you. Bye.